She would do all she could in order to keep the attention off of her, right? Oh, maybe not. Somewhere Shohei Ohtani has got some massive criticism from some fans. That's part of being a professional sports player. I don't care who you are.
Because WNBA fans dared to criticize Angel Reese over, you guessed it, yet another contentious post. She is officially losing it all. Whether anyone wanted it or not, Angel obviously chose to keep the emphasis on herself while the lean was in limbo, and there was nothing thrilling occurring on the court.
You're still posting all these three-quarter naked pictures out there, and you're wanting to play the victim. It's a bad look. The other thing that Angel Reese has decided to do, and she did it the other day and I let it go. Yeah, I'm not letting it go today. Is now she has decided to attack fans.
For years, she has been able to irritate spectators with her dramatic antics rather than her basketball prowess.
Reese, which is absolutely ridiculous, and let's talk about how ridiculous it is.
She seems to have perfected the art of making things worse rather than better, as evidenced by her exaggerated moments of sympathy-seeking and her obvious jealousy of Caitlin Clark. And just when you thought it could get any messier, she appeared online wearing a bikini, igniting the internet, but not in the way influencers hope.
Angel Reese has taken to doing two things, all right? Number one, being a massive hypocrite because, well, she didn't want to be over-sexualized, but she's posting some brand new underwear pics, some brand new draws pics.
Fans attacked her for it, calling her attention-seeking, but instead of ignoring it or, improving her game, Angel responded like the critic. Being cool is obviously not part of her playbook, thus ISM was a personal foul.
I do think that some of this drama, and she started some of it, to be fair, got to her.
And I have no idea what the hell happened to Angel Reese. This is the same athlete that was once heralded as the future of women's basketball. Her name was unmistakable due to her unwavering talent and tenacity.
Rather risque sort of pictures of her in a parking garage. And in fact, we're talking about the whole Angel Reese being sexualized thing.
But somewhere along the line, that star power evolved into something completely different, something that seems less like ambition and more like a desperate need to stir things up. And boy, has she been stirring them up lately. It seems like she would rather burn Instagram to the ground than break court records.
She was being sexualized, right? She's stressed out. She's being sexualized. Nothing to see here.
Fans are natural. Social media is lively, but not in the manner Angel likely intended. Her most recent images, which include lingerie and provocative poses, have some wondering if this is still the same Angel Reese who previously complained about being over-sexualized in sports. Al is not amused.
Because once again, she got drugged in the comment section. Because remember her sitting at some podium, LSU, crying, "I'm being overly sexualized." Okay, well, that's great. But you're still posting all these three-quarter naked pictures out there.
Fans are asking, so wait, you hated objectification until it started racking up likes, recalling those sad interviews in which she angrily denounced the very thing she's now leaning into the irony, saying it's so thick you could cut it with a knife. The criticism has been, she is always being accused by detractors of sacrificing her dignity in order to gain a little more attention.
I've been through so much, I've seen so much, I've been attacked so many times.
Because it's not just the posts, it's what they stand for. Reese was the angel who, through her athleticism, inspired an entire generation. People wanted their children to emulate her, but now supporters are calling it a betrayal. One harsh comment neatly captured the tone: she's not the angel. It's easy to understand why Reese's supporters claim she's embracing her independence and redefining norms, but the detractors aren't buying it for a second. We supported Reese, but she's just chasing influence. The transition from adoration to disillusionment has been dramatic.
As being overly sexualized. Well, what are we doing posting things like this, videos like this? Inquiring minds want to know because I'm sort of confused.
It was like adding gasoline to an already raging fire when her lingerie photos went viral. Suddenly, The discussions shifted from basketball to feminism to fame chasing, and fans weren't holding back. One blunt comment that went viral asked, "Do you want to be an athlete or are you auditioning for a reality show?" And to be honest, that was the million-dollar question. Reese's increased devotion with her business has others wondering if basketball is even still part of the plan.
Walking through some parking garage with some, see-through apparel on, as you may.
The real hurt, though, is how all of this drama is overshadowing her contributions to women's basketball, a sport that is already struggling for respect. Her detractors claim that rather than being an inspiration, Reese is undoing the strides that female athletes have made. They claim that this isn't just about a few sultry pictures, but rather about priorities, and at the moment, Angel's priorities appear to be more about the comments section than the court.
After the season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No.
It's difficult to watch someone with so much talent change, and the disappointment is practically palpable, especially from her previous followers. One comment filled with melancholy struck close to home. "I loved her for her game, but now I just see someone who has lost her path." It's even harder to concentrate on breaking the internet rather than smashing records, because this may be how her career is remembered.
Other teams say I wish we drafted you.
Really?
Yes. Like teams that have drafted that were above me, that the players that got drafted above, and it was nothing against their rookies that got drafted, but they were like, "I wish you were teammates. I wish you drafted."
In all honesty, Angel Reese's worst enemy these days isn't even her detractors. Rather, it's her own unwillingness to quit stoking the flames that are associated with her fiery personality. Reese has now gained notoriety for what fans are calling her paper-thin skin, a trait that simply does not work in the high-pressure world of professional sports. For example, when a fan made fun of her layup accuracy on social media, she clapped back, reminding everyone that she was selected 7th despite missing layups and having a lackluster 39% shooting percentage in her rookie season. This prompted her detractors to collectively facepalm.
Angel Reese, did she just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter out of town? Because Kennedy Carter looks like she's ready to book it out of Chicago.
As was to be expected, her comment caused the internet to go crazy. One especially savage fan responded with 39% of the vote, congratulating her on becoming the least productive All-Star in WNBA history. To be honest, rather than ending the discussion, it only got worse. Social media disputes broke out when Reese's poorly placed FL gave her critics further more ammunition. Fans pointed out that a 39% shooting rate is hardly something to boast about, especially for someone who professes to be an elite player. What Reese believed to be a mic drop turned out to be a glaring highlight her flaws.
Somewhere Shohei Ohtani has got some massive criticism from some fans. That's part of being a professional sports player. I don't care who you are.
And the criticism didn't end with her stats. Fans also targeted her for lacking the grace to take criticism, which is essentially a need for any athlete in the public eye. One fan put it this way very well. You would assume that Jordan and Brady were out there responding to every troll that stung them because they were always being criticized. Many fans are now wondering if Reese has what it takes to concentrate on the game and not the noise because of her urge to clap back, which has only made the distance between her and her former supporters wider.
Reese has taken to doing two things, all right? Number one, being a massive hypocrite because, well, she didn't want to be over-sexualized, but she's posting some brand new underwear pics, some brand new draws pics, all right?
However, this issue extends beyond social media and affects her team's culture as well. Reese is allegedly at the center of a chaotic situation at the Chicago Sky, where her me-first mentality has caused mayhem in the locker room. This change has been disastrous for a team that used to thrive on unity. Former head coach Teresa Weatherspoon, who didn't even last a full season, reportedly struggled to manage the tensions caused by favoritism and internal drama. Players complained about Reese receiving extended minutes despite her inefficiencies.
But you're still posting all these three-quarter naked pictures out there, and you're wanting to play the victim. It's a bad look. The other thing that Angel Reese has decided to do, and she did it the other day and I let it go. Yeah, I'm not letting it go today. Is now she has decided to attack fans.
The fact that top players are fleeing doesn't help. Then there's Marina May, who left in the middle of the season for the Connecticut Sun, but Mayberry kept it classy and avoided naming names. Her praise for her new team's professionalism and discipline was as loud as any criticism of the toxic culture she left behind in Chicago, and let's be honest, fans were quick to draw connections. Kennedy Carter, their top scorer from the previous season, wasn't shy about expressing her displeasure on social media, practically begging fans to help her choose a new team for the upcoming season.
That laid some criticism at her, and she decided to fire back. Wow, this commissioner has no control whatsoever over the players that represent.
Reese's detractors have even given her a new nickname, Stat Pattern, claiming that she is more concerned with increasing her own stats than genuinely assisting her side in winning. The phrase "me bounds" has been used to characterize her approach to rebounding, ridiculing her for being more concerned with double-doubles than having a meaningful impact. With a 13-27 record from the previous season, the once dominant franchise has descended into dysfunction, and Reese's divisive presence is thought to have played a significant role in the decline.
You're literally growing your sport right in front of you. And now the thin-skinnedness is coming to the forefront from Angel Reese. This guy, Adam, you realize you can't make a layup on the first try most times, right?
The ripple effects are now being felt by younger players. After one particularly brutal loss, Camila Cardoso, a rising star with enormous potential, reportedly struggled to find a place on a team that seems more concerned with keeping Ree happy than developing future talent. Her statement, "I really hope we figure out what's wrong and fix it," was subtle but said a lot about the locker room's current state of chaos. Way beyond Angel, the real question is not just whether Reese can turn things around for herself, but also whether the Sky can withstand the mess she's left in her wake right now. Both players and the team are in freefall, and fans who once had their biggest cheerleaders are becoming more and more disillusioned by the day. Reese's stats or social media posts are about unity, leadership, and the foundation of what makes a team successful. Everything that seems to be collapsing under her watch, with stars like Carter and Ma gone, and the organization in dire need of a reset.